You're driving home when suddenly this little orange symbol appears. Your car still moves, nothing sounds broken, but now one question takes over your mind. How expensive is this going to be? Here's the frightening truth. That same light could mean your gas cap needs 5 seconds of attention, or that unburned fuel is overheating your catalytic converter and turning a small problem into a repair costing thousands of dollars. One light, dozens of possible causes. But your car isn't guessing. It has already detected a specific abnormality and stored a secret code explaining what it saw. Today, we're going inside your engine to discover how the check engine light actually works, the 5 common problems that trigger it, and the critical difference between a solid light and a flashing one. A modern car is more than a collection of mechanical parts. It is a rolling computer network. Its sensors act like nerves. They measure incoming air, engine temperature, crankshaft speed, fuel pressure, throttle position, and the oxygen remaining in the exhaust. At the center of this network is the Engine Control Unit, or ECU, the car's electronic brain. Every second, the ECU receives streams of information. It compares those readings with the conditions it expects to see. If the numbers move outside their acceptable range, the computer begins watching more closely. Some faults must happen repeatedly before the computer confirms them. Once confirmed, it stores a Diagnostic Trouble Code and switches on the malfunction indicator lamp, the official name for the check engine light. But here is the first important lesson. The light does not identify a broken part. It tells you that the computer has detected evidence of a problem. Think of it like a smoke alarm. It can detect smoke, but it cannot tell you whether it came from burned toast, an electrical wire, or a house fire. That evidence can be retrieved through the car's OBD2 diagnostic port, normally located beneath the dashboard. Connect a compatible scanner, follow the scanner and vehicle instructions, and the computer may reveal a code like P0301. The letter P means the problem involves the powertrain, the engine, or transmission. The 0 generally identifies a standardized code, and the final numbers describe the condition the computer detected. P0301, for example, means the computer detected a misfire in cylinder number 1. But that does not automatically mean the spark plug is bad. The cause could be a failing ignition coil, a clogged fuel injector, an air leak, damaged wiring, or even low compression inside the cylinder. A diagnostic code is a starting point, not a final verdict. Replacing whichever part appears in the code description is called firing the parts cannon. It can empty your wallet without fixing the actual problem. And before scanning anything, there is an even more important clue to examine. Is the light solid or flashing? A solid check engine light normally means the computer has detected a fault that needs attention soon. If the car feels completely normal, you can usually reduce unnecessary driving and arrange a diagnostic inspection promptly. But solid does not automatically mean harmless. If the vehicle is shaking, losing power, producing smoke, smelling strongly of fuel, overheating, or displaying an oil pressure warning, pull over safely and shut it down. A flashing check engine light is far more urgent. It frequently indicates a severe engine misfire. During a misfire, fuel may enter a cylinder but fail to burn properly. That unburned mixture can travel into the catalytic converter, where it reacts and creates extreme heat. The converter's internal structure can overheat, crack, or melt. If your check engine light begins flashing, especially while the engine is shaking or losing power, reduce speed, pull over somewhere safe, switch off the engine, and arrange professional assistance or a tow. Now let's examine the 5 major suspects, beginning with the cheapest. Gasoline evaporates extremely easily. To stop those vapors from escaping, modern cars use a sealed evaporative emission system known as EVAP. Fuel vapor is collected inside a charcoal canister and later sent into the engine, where it can be burned. The computer periodically checks this sealed system for leaks. Depending on the vehicle, it may apply pressure or vacuum and then measure how well the system holds it. A loose gas cap creates an opening. The computer detects the pressure change, assumes fuel vapor may be escaping, stores an EVAP leak code, and illuminates the check engine light. If your light appeared shortly after refueling, park safely and inspect the cap. Make sure it is installed correctly and examine its rubber seal for obvious damage. After the cap is secured, the light may require several normal driving cycles to disappear. If it remains on, the leak could be somewhere else: a cracked hose, faulty purge valve, vent valve, or damaged canister. Never assume the cap is responsible without checking the code. For gasoline to burn efficiently, the engine must combine air and fuel in a carefully controlled mixture. For conventional gasoline, the chemically ideal mixture is approximately 14.7 parts air to 1 part fuel by mass. But temperature, altitude, acceleration, and engine load constantly change. The oxygen sensor helps the computer correct the mixture in real time. An upstream sensor examines the exhaust leaving the engine. If it detects excess oxygen, the mixture may be too lean. If it detects very little oxygen, the mixture may be too rich. The ECU responds by adjusting how long the fuel injectors remain open. This creates a continuous feedback loop. Measure, calculate, inject, burn, measure again. If an oxygen sensor becomes contaminated, slow, or electrically damaged, the computer may receive misleading information. But an oxygen sensor-related code does not always mean the sensor itself failed. A vacuum leak, fuel delivery problem, exhaust leak, or misfire can also create an unexpected oxygen reading. The sensor may simply be reporting another problem correctly. And that brings us to the fault capable of turning a solid light into a flashing emergency. Inside a 4-stroke gasoline engine, each cylinder performs a precisely timed sequence. It draws in air and fuel, it compresses that mixture, the spark plug ignites it, and the expanding gases push the piston downward, creating power. If the spark fails, or if the cylinder lacks fuel, air, or compression, the combustion event becomes weak or disappears completely. That is a misfire. The computer can detect it through tiny changes in crankshaft speed. Every successful combustion event accelerates the crankshaft slightly. When one cylinder fails, the expected pulse of acceleration is missing. The computer may store P0300 for random or multiple misfires, or a code such as P0301 for a specific cylinder. Common causes include worn spark plugs, failing ignition coils, damaged wiring, fuel injector problems, vacuum leaks, or poor compression. Meanwhile, unburned fuel and oxygen can enter the catalytic converter. The converter is already extremely hot. When that extra fuel reacts inside it, the temperature can rise dramatically and damage its delicate internal honeycomb. That is why a flashing light demands immediate attention. It is your car's way of saying continuing to drive may transform one malfunction into several. An engine cannot calculate fuel correctly unless it knows how much air is entering. Many vehicles use a mass airflow sensor containing a heated element. As incoming air passes across that element, it carries heat away. The electrical power required to maintain the sensor's temperature helps the computer estimate the mass of the incoming air. If dirt, oil, moisture, or electrical damage alters the sensor's response, the ECU may calculate the wrong amount of fuel. But the sensor is not always responsible. Imagine a crack in the intake hose located after the airflow sensor. Additional air enters through that crack without being measured. The oxygen sensor detects a lean exhaust mixture, so the ECU adds more fuel. Eventually, its correction reaches a programmed limit and the check engine light appears. A mechanic may inspect the intake system, examine live sensor readings, and perform a smoke test to locate small leaks. Once again, the code describes the computer's evidence, not necessarily the guilty component. The catalytic converter is a chemical reactor inside your exhaust system. Its honeycomb structure is coated with tiny amounts of valuable metals, such as platinum, palladium, and rhodium. These materials accelerate reactions that transform carbon monoxide, unburned hydrocarbons, and nitrogen oxides into less harmful exhaust products, including carbon dioxide, water vapor, and nitrogen. An oxygen sensor located after the converter helps the computer evaluate how effectively these reactions are occurring. If the upstream and downstream sensor patterns become too similar, the computer may store a catalyst efficiency code such as P0420. That could mean the converter is worn out. But converters frequently fail because of another unresolved problem, such as repeated misfires, an incorrect fuel mixture, or contamination from burning oil or coolant. Replacing the converter without finding the original cause can result in the expensive new converter failing again. When your check engine light appears, follow this order. First, observe the light and the vehicle. Is the light solid or flashing? Is the engine shaking? Has it lost power? Do you smell fuel or see smoke? Second, if the light appeared after refueling and the car behaves normally, check that the gas cap is installed correctly. Third, retrieve the diagnostic codes with a compatible scanner or have them read by a qualified technician. Do not immediately erase them. The computer may also have stored freeze frame information, a snapshot of engine speed, temperature, load, and other conditions at the moment the fault was detected. That information can be extremely useful. Fourth, treat the code as evidence. Consult reliable service information and test the system before replacing components. Finally, repair the root cause and verify that the fault does not return. Disconnecting the battery or clearing the light without repairing the problem does not fix the car. It may erase valuable diagnostic information and reset emissions readiness monitors. If you lack the correct equipment or experience, professional diagnosis is usually cheaper than repeatedly replacing good parts. The check engine light is not your car announcing that the engine is dead. It is your car saying, "I detected something that does not make sense." Sometimes the solution is a properly tightened gas cap. Sometimes it is an early warning that can save a catalytic converter or even an engine from serious damage. The difference comes from reading the signal, understanding the evidence, and responding before a quiet warning becomes an expensive failure. If you learned something new, subscribe to Infinite Science and tell us in the comments, what diagnostic code has your car given you? Because behind every warning light, there is science waiting to be decoded.